movie review number 1374 is 40 Acres. 40 Acres is a 2025 movie directed by R.T. Thorne. So this movie has Magnolia Pictures, Visit Films, and Hungry Eyes Media. And I saw this movie on July 6, 2025 at AMC Westchester 18 in Westchester, Ohio. So, this movie is about the Freemans. After a series of plagues and wars that leave society in ruins, a family called the Freemans are surviving, even thriving, on a farm in the middle of nowhere, so long as they repel the occasional raiding party. Former soldier Harry and her partner Galen fled the collapse along with their children, training them to fight and kill. And now Harry's eldest son, Emmanuel, is a young man, and when he meets a young woman in the forest beyond the fence, his need for human contact will place the whole family in jeopardy. Uh-oh. So, the Freemans are the last descendants of farmers, African American farmers, who have settled in 1875 in rural Canada after the First Civil War. In a venom and determined future, they struggle to make their last stand against those intent on taking their home. And there are those that are intent on taking their home by any means necessary. But for a while, the Freemans have prevented this from happening. But when a young woman happens to come near their property, and the Freeman's old eldest son decides to take the woman to the farm for rest and healing, it could put the rest of the family in jeopardy. Wow, this was a pretty good movie. So this movie has Danielle Deadwyler as Harry Freeman, Katem O'Connell as Emmanuel Freeman, Jada Lee Bronk as Dennis Freeman, Michael Grey Eyes as Galen, McKenna Diaz-Woodros as Dawn, and Rhea Robinson as Rain. So it's interesting that the movie is called 40 Acres, and it's also interesting that the movie takes place in a future where famine has been decaminated and a lot of people have either left or died. But the Freemans are still there, and they are thriving on survival, and they have taught their kids how to fight and kill. But the eldest son has been difficult lately for the mother and father, and let's just say his beliefs or actions could put the whole family in jeopardy, especially when a young woman around the eldest son's age comes to the property begging for help. The eldest son knows that his mother and father would not have done the same thing he did, but he decides to take the young woman to their farm, to their barn, for rest and healing. And let's just say that the two start to have a bond. I'm not going to say a romantic bond, but more like maybe a little bit, but not too much. But when the Freemans find out about this, they basically have to figure out what to do because they are worried that bad people are coming for their home. And unfortunately, that becomes the case. So the Freemans have to protect their home along with each other against the bad people who are intent on getting their home at any cost. Can the Freemans fight to protect their home and each other, or will it be too late? So you can definitely see in the movie how the family has some trust issues, not just the outside world, but sometimes within each other, especially with the eldest son, who let's just say, has been acting up a little bit lately. Like he has beliefs and motives that may not align with the family's. And the family knows, the mother and father knows that there was going to be a day where where the kids' royalty will be put to the test. The question is, how far will they go to protect their family? And what will happen to the woman that the eldest son decided to help help rather than kill? I'll let you guys see the movie for yourselves to figure out how it ends, but I thought it was a pretty good movie. It's pretty good. So that's my movie review of 48 Girls Precinct 3 from this movie review. Alright, goodbye.